what's going on? Man, what's up? I know it's a super cold day, man. Super cold day today. Right now I'm up in Indiana. It's super cold. There's probably another snowstorm coming in, like I think tonight or tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be gone before that happens. I'm gonna cross my finger. But yeah, I want to actually discuss something real serious happening over there in Israel. As you know, they're kicking out all the African immigrants, all of them. Not a Pacific ethnic group, no. They're kicking out all of them. You're black. They want you out. They want you gone. They want you out the country of Israel. They also tell you they're giving them a mandate or a choice. Really, it's a choice, man. You guys can get locked up, or imprison you, or you guys can leave on your own terms. That's really what is going on right now there in Israel. They're really making some moves in a white supremacist Nazi fashion way. They also came out. They just passed like an amendment called Israel Basic Law. That's like their closest thing to a constitution. They don't even have a constitution. Like, for real, they don't really even have a constitution. They have, they just have a bunch of fucking written laws, and they made it, and they put it, and they tied it in with some Judaism, and that's their constitution. But yeah, they actually annexed some of the West Bank, because you got Jerusalem, and you got like West Jerusalem, or whatever, East Jerusalem. And East Jerusalem is mostly Arab. It's Arab population, majority populated. A lot of Palestinians live there. It's pretty much border with the West Bank. So it was, for Palestine, for the two states, they want Jerusalem to be their capital. I always tell people, just make it a neutral city. I mean, just make it a neutral city. It's not a capital to Israel or Palestine. It's just, it could serve maybe two purposes, but it's just an independent city. That's pretty much it. You can't claim it. It's either or. So, but what they end up doing is, they passed a resolution and they annexed Eastern Jerusalem and some of the West Bank. So what they're doing, they're trying to dispel the Arab population or isolate the Arab population from Jerusalem. So it would be a solely Jewish city, or basically what they're basically doing, they're going left field to take Jerusalem basically, and it's going to be off the table. You can't have Jerusalem. Basically, that's what they're doing. And I told a lot of people, man, the Jewish people in Israel, they've taken a very hard stance. And you could say it's religious, you could say whatever, but I think it's more racial than religious. You can prosecute religious belief, but that's always have a racial overtone in it. And what I'm seeing right now over there in Israel is a racial, very white supremacist, fascism going on over there. The African immigrants, the oldest Jews, if you want to look at Judaism, one of the oldest practicing Jews are African in Ethiopia. Like I said, the Jewish people. And I always make a comment or argument, but I always have a question. If you had the Holocaust and Jewish people damn near got wiped out, would that make them like one of the primary groups to be fighting white supremacy? And you need to ask that if that's the reason. When you go back in like 1933, that's when that's when basically Nazi Hitler them took over. Probably the 1930s when they took over Germany, and they looked at the Jewish people at that time was controlling stuff, and he did something about it. It was to the extreme, but he did something about it. You have to look at the same circumstances that going over there in Europe, in Israel, because you wonder, okay, but it's not, but the Africans ain't really controlling nothing over there. I mean, they're just living there, and they're just going by daily life. I'm not saying, but Judaism and Islam been warring for damn near 1,000 years, over 1,000 years. They've been warring since the damn near they've been warring since the goddamn ninth, 6th century. So you have to kind of like go back in that feud of theirs, but in the same time, there's I gotta go back to racial point of this is if they are a group that was prosecuted, why are they doing the prosecuting? They should be the first group to solve that, but they're not. They're doing completely the opposite, and it's a big red flag going on because it's like they're doing a self-cleansing over there, and a lot of people over here, we need to also look what's going on globally, because a lot of people globally is getting attacked. You could be indigenous. It don't matter. Indigenous is indigenous. You know what I'm saying? So if you're melanated, you are deemed a threat. And right now, the Jews over there in Israel, I won't call them Israel, but I won't call them that. But the Jews over there in Israel, it's almost like it's like they're trying to remain pure and white. Like they're the God chosen, even though they come from Russia. Their origins really come out of Russia, from the Khazars and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna get into that. I just wanted to address what's going on over there in Israel with the Africans being kicked out or face imprisonment. And actually, to me, that's a human right violation. And they actually, man, you know what? Before Trump got in office, a lot like the UN was getting on Israel for the human rights violation. Like the United States got human rights violation with their unjust killing of black people. Same thing's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not looking at the Arabs as a friend of ours. I mean, maybe globally it's a whole different situation, but at the same time, when they come here to the United States, they're immediately classified as white, and they will use that classification of white to pursue what you know of the American dream. So it's a lot of things to look up at it right now. Like I said, I'll post some links below the comments, stuff like that. But it's some big things going on right now. So it's a lot of things going on with Israel that to me that's tending for like a Nazi. It's going like into a Nazi stance. You know what I'm saying? They're really exposing their white supremacy practice. And black people need to be put on game for that. Alright, one.